You're gonna be just fine. I'm your biggest fan. There's nothing to worry about. You're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna take good care of you. We're just outside Satan's Creek. You've been here for 2 shorts and a promo. You're gonna be okay. My name is Agnes Heavenora, your biggest fan. I'm also a witch. Here, take a handful of these.
Starts out,
one voice.
I don't give a damn if I got to piss when I'm at the bar. And then the very next sentence just smoothly goes, I do what I need to do.
My wife is a teacher. She's a history teacher. She gets about an email every week. Yeah, thank you. I agree. Here's what's sick about this country. I make more money than my wife. Isn't that fucking stupid? I make more money than my wife. That's so fucking dumb. My wife is in charge of your future. I'm telling you dick jokes while you eat cheese dip. The fuck? My wife gets a email about every 10 days, maybe something around that. I just talked to her yesterday. She got another one yesterday. Parents are very worried about what she's teaching their kids in history class. They don't want their kids to learn anything horrific. Well, fuck, let's just cancel class. Right? I mean, have you guys read history? Holy cat dicks. I mean, how are we going to teach children what happened in the past without being horrific? That's nearly impossible to do, you know. Are we going to teach kids the truth about Thanksgiving? Genocide is a touchy subject. Fuck it, let's just make some hand turkeys, you know. It's amazing how much we lie in history class. It really is. We made up the lie that George Washington cannot tell a lie to teach kids not to fucking lie. What the hell is wrong with us? That's insane behavior. There are hundreds, perhaps thousands of examples of men and women in this country that have stood up under pressure and not lied. They've told the truth under pressure, right? And we don't use them as examples. We have to make one up because he was the first president. It's insane behavior to me. You know, it's just crazy. It's amazing how much we lie. The state of Texas is trying to change the word slaves in their history books to the word workers. That's true. Slaves to workers. Why don't we just change the word history to the word bullshit? Here's the reason I think horrific stories should be taught to our kids, right? The things I've done in my life that I regret, the things I'm ashamed of, they'll never happen again. I have nightmares about some of my behavior. In other words, I fucking learned. That's the reason I think horrific stories are important for us to know. So we can listen to a story and go, that's horrible. Exactly. Don't fucking know it again.
As a theologian, doctor, radio talk show host, a lot of people are coming to me saying, Dr. Fitzy, big medical and big pharma are draining us financially. I've got insurance, but I still can't afford to pay my doctor bills. The system's broken. Help me! Help me! Whatever are we to do? Look here now. System ain't broken. You are. If you'd been more careful, you wouldn't have gotten yourself into this pickle. The best thing that you can do is just don't get sick. It's a choice. If you can't afford the going insurance rates and the cost of medical care, just don't get sick. All you gotta do is drink Dr. Fitzy's Magic All Your Meals Are Liquid Now shakes, and for goodness sakes, don't leave your house unnecessarily.
You're out of your goddamn minds. You'll never pull this off, and there's no way I'm gonna help you. But, just out of curiosity, who's currently holding this podcast?
It's over in a vault in the Candy Castle. You know where that is?
That's Agnes Havenor's. Grandma Nuts. Don't think I don't know what you're doing. You know, she torpedoed me and edged me out of the Ice Palace. You guys are trying to make this personal and drag me into it. You're gonna need a crew that's as nuts as you are. Even if I help you. I can't promise this isn't gonna blow up in your face, and my name never gets mentioned.
Of course, that goes without saying. I know just the people we need to make this thing happen.
I'm Fluffy Puffer, and I could write one hell of an opera on LSD.
Lord Licorice, I make the best origami dragons in the Western Hemisphere.
I'm Ploppy. If you ever need a latrine dog with a spoon, I'm your gal.
Gary Sinise, I can talk like this.
Maddock Twinkle. I can skillebuck. I can run a trap line. Snarf. I can snarf my way out of any snarf.
Le papao, le pou, le pee. Dr. Phineas Flanagan, I can fliggle for flaggle fluggle.
I'm Floppy. I can back up a trailer. Pretty good.
Reefer Randy here. I don't do much, but I can cheer you guys on. Woo!
Yo, Tony Danza. Real good in monkey movies. Maybe you see me in a couple. Going apes and all that, you know? Tony Danza. Who's the boss? I am.
Sir Don Coyote. I can talk to weasels, shrews, and badgers and such.
Sean Connery. I'm Batman. I'm the Batman.
You want to trench from your house? All the way over to the garage, I can trench it. Ooey gooey tar pit.
You know what to do.
It's gonna be a great story at a really great party.
Turn his microphone off, fool.
I don't know if any of this is actually useful, but we'll see.
I know I'm only a few episodes into your show, but I was thinking, I mean, really, who am I to criticize your show? I mean, it's brilliantly stolen, but what if, instead of going so blue, you could raise awareness to the plight of Wiccan witches everywhere without talking about your balls so much? I mean, Jesus masturbating? Sex without condoms? It has no nobility. People don't talk like that. What do you think I say when I go to the alchemist? Hey, Artemis, give me some effing netherwort. How about a GD bag of glowstone dust? When I go to the bank, do I say, here's a bitchin' bag of pig eyes and some godly blaze powder? Now see what you've made me do. I almost dropped the hard drive. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you please forgive me? I love your show. Your creativity. Your lack of a budget. That's all I meant.
The buxom gals are petite and skinny. Railroad's gonna cover your tits.
Hello, this is Steven with No Law.
You guys want to do the worst one?
Yes!
Are you ready, man?
Do it! Yes!
This is the one I get the most complaints about. Yeah. This woman, a couple weeks ago, I was in Indianapolis at a club called Crackers, right? And you guys have comment cards, people fill it out, you know what I mean? And this guy, sometimes when they're really negative, like when someone really hates me, you know, the waiter or waitress will go, Stewart, listen to this. You know, and then let me read them, right? So he handed me this one. It was gorgeous writing. It was like big swirls, almost calligraphy, right? And I've never seen so many cuss words written so beautiful. I was reading it. And the first sentence was, that last guy sucks dicks. That's what she wrote, but it was so flowing. Like she dotted the I in dicks with a heart. I was like, that's weird as shit. This is the one that upset her the most. Get ready, buckle in. Here we go. 1689, Kazimierz was a Polish philosopher and a freethinker. Fuck me, he's a dead man. That's the trifecta right there. You're a philosopher, a freethinker, and fucking Polish? That's unassisted suicide. Discovery Channel claims the most dangerous job in the world is crab fisherman. I know, there's a show called Deadliest Catch. Have you seen that show? I like that show, right? At the beginning they say, this is the most dangerous job in the world. Bullshit. Historically, the most dangerous thing you can do, free thinking. It's a dangerous little activity. You know, I've been thinking lately, not free, fuck no! I've been thinking what they tell me to. Kazimierz, he wrote a book. He's a philosopher, right? That's what philosophers do. Either that or pretend to be comedians. Whatever. Right. In this book of his, big-ass book Kazimierz wrote, right? In the book, it was this sentence. God did not create man. Man created God. Well, did he not have white out? You do not write that sentence on a piece of paper. If you do, you eat the paper and don't shit. Here's what we did to Kazimierz for writing that sentence in a book. We made him hug a stump in the center of town. Then we strangled him, but we didn't kill him because we had fucking plans. We just strangled the free thinking right out of his eyes. Then we took pliers, ripped his tongue out of his head, then beheaded him, then burnt his body, his head, his tongue, and his book down to ashes. Then, you thought we were done? Have you met us? We took this dude's ashes, shoved them in a cannon, lit it, and fired him out of the city. What the I can't, we shot ashes out of a cannon. Look, that's Roadrunner Coyote. Who has that much hatred in their heart? Who looks at a dude's ashes and goes, I ain't done with you, you son of a bitch. Phenomenal to me. It seems to me, my friends, all through human history, and I do mean all of it, the Dark Ages, the Reagan administration, like fucking... Was that a cheap shot? A little bit? All right, yeah. All through human history, some people, some of us, want to know the answers, even if it challenges something they already believe. And there's a shitload of people trying to stop it. You could reduce all human history down to 2 sentences. I wonder why, and shut the fuck up.
Okay, guys, listen up. The yard consists of a winding linear track made of 134 spaces, most red, green, blue, yellow, orange, or purple. The remaining pink spaces are obstacles we'll have to divert, such as the candy cane forest and gumdrop mountain. There are also random bougie traps, such as cherry pitfalls and the molasses swamp. If one of you makes one wrong move, we'll be stuck there until somebody rolls a 7.
You mean booby traps?
Yeah, that's what I said, booby traps. Gloppy and Plumpy have already cased the place and sent Grandma Nut a message she won't be able to ignore. Once we have possession of the show, if we accidentally activate their security system, then we're gonna have to deal with Queen Frostine, and you know what a cunt bitch that she is. Queen Frostine's not known for anything but being a little whiny, and I've heard through the grapevine she's really, really into psychedelic operas and origami dragons. But you know what, in this day and age, who isn't? How are we gonna even pick her out of a crowd? Queen Frostine? How we're just gonna stick up a sign that says, looking for Queen Frostine, got some paper fucking dragons, and here's some LSD with an opera. Okay, so anyway, that means Fluffy Puffer and Lord Licorice, you'll be making the final play and handing off the show to Kelly. If I can find 2 human beings named that, I'm off this podcast. I'm done.
Sounds like a solid plan. Also strangely reminds me of a game.
Just know there ain't no
your room or somebody's been here. Now my little ceramic Baphomet always faces Mecca. Those little punks like to play tricks on me, and I know they've been in here twice. I found your website updated with new guests for the next episode. I know you'll get used to being here, and there's no way those kids are going to take you from me. You just stay right there, tied up tight. I'm going to go and find them, and when I get back, we need to have a serious conversation.
Nobody's forcing you to eat Hot Pockets and go to your rock and hype hop shows to drink cough syrup and beer. Just knock it off already, you dummy. Also, you gotta put your faith in the Lord. Just tell the Lord, say, Lord, I can't afford to get sick. Don't let me. And the Lord will keep you from getting sick. It's a proven scientific fact. If you gotta leave the house, say to go to work or something like that, wear a mask and pray to God. And for goodness sakes, do not fornicate. Fornication is the quickest path to disease and sickness. Another good rule is to wash your hands after your number 2. It's probably best to wash up after a number 1 as well, but I don't know about the science on that. But cleanliness is next to godliness, so it's best to wash after both a 1 and a 2. Just take care of yourselves. Maybe exercise, but not so much that you injure yourself. And you shouldn't need to see a doctor except for a prostate exam or what have you. And if you pray on that, God will keep you from getting cancer in your rear end. I hope this clears up some of the misinformation. Basic rule to remember out there, sickness is for sinners. Just do well and be well. All right then, be safe out there. And join me next time when we talk about gun safety. And remember from last time, pray the gay away. I'm Dr. Fitzy, and you've been listening to The Rest is Cake.
I don't always wear a diaper when I go to the bar, but when I do, I insist on a diaper that won't spill 8 to 10 beers worth of pissy dribble down my legs. I also got to know that I can hold the heft of my outrageously heavy heat, if you know what I'm talking about here. I don't know if my wife's listening, but she knows it's the truth. That's why the only diaper I trust are Not-Agains. Not-Agains are designed with functional alcoholics like you and mine, featuring 5 layers of microflush. That ain't 3, my friends. 5 comes after 3. There's another one in the middle. But that's a shitload of microflush. That's what's on the box. Shitload of microflush. Coming at you in an outstanding new fabric technology. That's a big word, technology. And now, whenever you see that word, buy that shit. Okay? Fabric technology that guarantees that you're still in control even when you're not. Let's face it. Man's got to admit when he's wrong, or drunk, or pissed upon. So the next time you say, not again, say it with the knowledge that you're not again secure. That make any sense to you? I think so. Not again. Because you know you're going to get shitty. Literally. Good night.
On today's segment of Broke Hipsters Fashion Tips, I'm going to show you how to repurpose old ratty Goodwill clothes that have been ruined by your soul-sucking job in the service industry into gorgeous, dirty kid chic fashion. I have 2 shirts that I've ruined this week at work, but one of them right here is a brewery shirt I'm way too poor to afford that I won a chugging contest after work one night. I ended up puking all over the bar. So I was cleaning the girls' bathroom and the vomit piles, and I got a bleach stain on my titty, so I thought that was really fitting that I ruined it doing that. So now I have an albino nipple on my shirt, and it just doesn't look good. So what I'm gonna do here is twist this up just like so. I don't have rubber bands, but these bread twist ties twisted together really hold it together. Holds it pretty well. Now, what I'm gonna do is take my bathroom cleaner spray I'm gonna spritz it all over. You gotta get the kind with the bleach. I've learned it does better. So just spritz it down. Make sure you get the ridges here nice and thoroughly. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry while I go smoke a clove. When we come back, we'll reveal the bleach tie-dye brewery creation that we have made. And then I'll repurpose the cigarette burn in my t-shirt into a really cool cutout design. And I'm going to show you how Nag Champa ash can be repurposed as laundry freshener in between your days off work. Come back and see us.
Science is controversial, I guess, now. I'm meeting a lot of people, you know, that are against it, you know. Science is a search for answers. I'm a fan of science. I'll tell you why I like it. I'll tell you why I finally figured out why I like it. I liked it even as a kid when you do those little weird experiments, you know. I always liked that shit. Human beings did not build this world. We didn't build it. So we're trying to figure out how it works. We're collecting evidence and trying to figure out how it works. It's a puzzle. Sometimes we are right, sometimes we are wrong. That's fascinating to me, you know. Science is a search for answers. And that's controversial to closed minds. Because closed minds think they already know all the fucking answers. If you're certain that you know something and a scientist comes along with evidence proving you dead wrong, that'll piss you off. If you know for a fact that the aurora borealis is a trail of pixie dust left over from a sky unicorn, and you know that because that is what your mama told you, and a scientist comes along with made-up Dr. Seuss words like magnetosphere and solar wind, well, at this point, you either have to humbly admit that you were wrong or kill the scientist. And everybody in this room knows enough history to know which one of those options humans prefer. We do not like to admit we're wrong. We either kill a scientist than admit we're wrong. Joseph Priestley, he was a scientist from England. He was also a preacher. He's one of the people that discovered oxygen. Well, he should have done that. He should have known. Don't you be going around discovering shit. A church-fueled mob. Isn't that an amazing fucking sentence? It's a mob fueled by church. I don't even know how you get a church-fueled mob. Did they not read the book? I don't understand. It says in this book we should love and accept everybody. I agree with that. I agree, except for that asshole that says the air exists. I don't understand. Joseph, he discovered oxygen. He basically said, hey guys, this is something. 40 human beings with torches went, the fuck it is. They went to kill him, right? He heard them coming and he ran out of his door and he escaped. He ran down the street. They were pissed. They burnt his laboratory to the ground. Then they went to the dude's home and burnt his home to the ground, which is hilarious because for a fire, you need no amount of human anger will change the truth. It does not matter how pissed off we are. We didn't build this world. We cannot redneck gravity to death. We've been killing scientists since the beginning of the time. They're messengers. They challenge our beliefs. And hey, you better watch it, you know. You challenge beliefs, you better back out slowly. You know? In the year 925, a medical doctor from Baghdad named Razzies, right? A fascinating fellow. He thought it'd be a great idea to collect all the known medical knowledge from all over the world and compile it into one book. Well, he shouldn't have done that. He should have known. Don't you be going around compiling shit. I'm gonna stand like this till all you fucks laugh. That's funny as hell. I'm not gonna take just 6 people laughing. You fucks better laugh too. That's funny as shit. Don't you be going around compiling shit. Oscar Wilde said, if you're going to tell people the truth, you better make them laugh or they'll kill you. Apparently Razzie's book wasn't fucking funny. He should have had some cartoons in there or something. He should have written fart on every page. A court of law convicted him of heresy and ordered him beaten with his own book. You didn't laugh at that, you ain't got no dark comedy in you. When he beat the dude with his own, why the fuck did you compile this? I hope he had a chapter in there on book wounds. We've been killing scientists since we came down from the trees. It would not shock me to learn that is the reason we came down from the damn tree. There was a scientist on the ground. Look at that asshole. Trying to figure shit out with his petri dish. Fucking ass, let's kill him.
Okay, this is the place. Now, is everybody wearing their Nautigans? This has got to go off without a hitch. I love it when a plan comes together.
Thundercats, ho!
Meanwhile, in the midst of the rampant chaos, Kelly, the bagman, casually strolled through the candy cane forest, around a few cherry pitfalls, gallantly chose not to step in molasses swamp, scaled the peaks of Gumdrop Mountain, opened the guest room window of the Candy Cane Castle, retrieved the podcast, and set off into the cotton candy brilliance of Satan's Creek sunset. Will Kelly rendezvous with the folks behind the dial to make it in time for a Patreon Christmas miracle? Tune in about 4 days to hear the dramatic conclusion and learn the ultimate fate of the podcast. Be sure to subscribe, share, and rate the podcast. Tell your friends. It's gonna get even weirder.
Come back! Don't leave me! I need you! I love you! I hate you! Come back here! Come back! Please don't leave me. Please come back. Come back. I'll be nice, I promise. I love the show. I love you. I hate you. Don't leave
You can reach me at Here's Doris Mouth, and that's so Here's no Weir's Mouth. Again, that's Here's Doris Mouth, and that's so Here's no Weir's Mouth. I'll talk to you soon and have a blessed day.